What kind of tree starts life halfway up someone else's neck, then slowly strangles them while pretending to be just another leafy neighbor? No, seriously, that's not a riddle. That's real life. And the culprit? The strangler fig. These plants are basically the passive-aggressive villains of the rainforest. They don't show up from the ground like normal trees. No, that would be too basic. Instead, they start their lives up high, perched like uninvited guests on someone else's branches. A bird poops a seed onto a tree limb and boom, strangler figs got a penthouse view. Rent-free, no effort, zero startup costs. And at first they act polite. They send down a couple of roots looking all innocent like, hey, just gonna hang here for a bit. But behind the scenes, they're plotting a full-blown takeover. Those roots don't stop. They keep growing, wrapping around the host tree like clingy exes who never got the hint. By the time you realize something's wrong, it's too late. The fig's roots have hit the ground, tapped into the water supply and started thickening, tightening their grip around the host like a biological boa constrictor. It's not fast. Oh no, it's slow, deliberate, cold-blooded. And then, the real kicker, they outgrow the very tree they're feeding off. Taller, wider, stronger. They literally steal the spotlight, blocking sunlight, stealing nutrients, and eventually suffocating the host into a sad, hollow corpse of bark. Ever walked through a rainforest and seen one of those twisted, hollowed-out trees with a mesh of thick roots wrapping around an empty center? That's not a tree anymore. That's a fig in a tree costume. And here's where it gets even wilder. There are over 750 species of these guys, and many of them are so specific, they've got their own private pollinator wasps. Like personal ones. Strangler figs don't do casual dating. They enter into exclusive contracts with certain wasp species. These tiny wasps fly into the fig's flowers, lay eggs, pollinate it, and then die. Romantic, right? Except the fig eats them. Yep, most of those wasps get digested. And this weird relationship, it's ancient. Like 80 million years old. Longer than humans have had shoes, or shame. But get this, strangler figs are also superheroes of the jungle, ironically. Their twisted root systems create shelter for lizards, snakes, birds, bats, frogs, and basically anything with a pulse and legs. Their fruit? Total buffet. Monkeys, toucans, parrots, even humans snack on them. If you ever see a fig fruit, just know that over 1,200 species might be lining up for it, including the plant that made it. And when everything else in the rainforest decides to throw a fit, fires, storms, logging, guess who's still standing? Yep, that selfish tree hugger with trust issues, the strangler fig. They regenerate forests. They hold soil together. They feed ecosystem. And they do it all while pretending to be gentle house guests, until they choke their host and wear its corpse like a crown. It's poetic in a dark natural selection kind of way. But it doesn't even stop there. The strangler fig is literally essential to rainforest survival. In fact, ecologists call it a keystone species. That means if you removed it, a ridiculous number of plants and animals would be royally screwed. We're talking full ecosystem collapse. So yeah, despite its shady behavior, this thing is holding the jungle together better than duct tape in a windstorm. Oh, and you want another twist? The fig's fruit doesn't ripen like your average apple or mango. Nope. It relies on its personal wasp butlers to show up at just the right moment. If they're late, no pollination, no fruit. The whole system is held together by a schedule tighter than a presidential motorcade. And somehow, it works. Like clockwork. Let's also talk strategy because these figs don't just kill for fun. They're playing the long game. Starting life high in the canopy gives them a massive head start. More light, less competition, no pests from the ground trying to chew their roots. It's like being born already in the VIP section while the rest of the forest fights for a spot in general admission. And their root systems? Absolute chaos. They don't grow in neat patterns like pine trees or maples. They spread in all directions, down, around, through, across, like they're trying to make the jungle into a jungle gym. Some roots even fuse together and grow into new trunks, making one fig tree look like an entire forest. It's confusing, it's excessive, it's brilliant. Oh, and by the way, those hollowed-out hosts they strangle, some of them become dens for animals. So not only do they kill trees, they turn the remains into apartment buildings. Murder with a real estate plan. That's peak efficiency. So next time you're hiking through a tropical forest, and spot a big twisted mess of roots holding a tree hostage, don't call the forest cops. That's just a strangler fig being its usual shady self. And if this made you pause mid-scroll and rethink your entire definition of tree, well, welcome to the dark side of botany. We've got snacks, and apparently, a wasp sacrifice ritual. Oh, and hey, if you made it this far, you've either got serious curiosity or nothing better to do. Either way, I respect it. Hit that subscribe button. Not because I said so, but because I have zero strangler fig energy. I promise I won't grow roots around your screen or eat your pollinators. Probably. But I will show up again with another weird, underrated, brain-tickling fact that'll make you go, wait, that's real? Catch you later, unless a fig wraps around your Wi-Fi first.